Hey guys, Mr. Subarashi here, and today I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit from the PvP videos. I'm actually trying to grind up to the 60s before I make another one, just because I think that battling some of the lower ranks isn't really as entertaining as something that you guys might want to be watching on a day-to-day basis. So I'm trying to grind up real quick, and then that way I'm just there for videos. So I'm one away from 61, and then we can start going from there again. But today I wanted to focus on something a little bit different, something close to my heart. You can see in the thumbnail, we're talking about the next Ultra unit. Now, I've been talking with people in my guild, and I've seen on Reddit and stuff, people are pretty much in the same opinion that we probably are gonna get one Ultra around March time, and then we'll get another one at the anniversary, since they are obviously not going to release them back to back to back right off the bat, just like they did when they first released LFs. They were limited, and now they're every month, but they're going to ease into the Ultra. So I just kind of wanted to go through what I think the scenario is going to be here. So I think the Ultra in March, or around March, I think is going to be an Ultra Frieza. I'm not really sure what form. I'm thinking it's going to be a Dragon Ball Z version of Frieza. I don't think we're going to get an Ultra Golden Frieza or anything like that. And maybe even our first transforming Ultra, just due to the fact that we have so many Friezas already, and I think he's due for some sort of specialty unit like that. Not only due to the fact that it kind of makes sense with what the Ultras we have right now. I think Frieza and LOE deserves that Ultra space. But the fact that, we have a lot of first form Friezas, we have a lot of final form Friezas, well, not a lot, but we have, final form Friezas and full powers and Goldens. I think, maybe second form or third form going into final form, or, you know what I mean? Like some sort of transformation to another transformation of Frieza, a unit, I think would be cool, and it would be different, and it would help LOE. And the reason I think it's going to be Frieza is due to the fact that they've kind of been teasing at the idea of buffing LOE, and the reason I say that is because we got this free-to-play Pod Frieza out of nowhere. I know the whole thing was, the fireworks from him blowing up Planet Vegeta and New Year's and all that, but I think it actually means a little bit more than that. And the reason I think this as well is because I think the next LF, or one of the next LFs we get, is going to be an LF Cooler. Just because we got that Cooler movie banner with Birdcoo and Piccolo, and then that was kind of out of nowhere, and then we didn't get anything else for it or anything like that. So I really think LF Cooler's coming. Then we're going to get that Ultra Frieza in March, and I think with those two units, the buff with Pod Frieza, LF Full Power Frieza is still a monster in PvP, especially with Mono Purple. I think that may be enough to really kind of lift up LOE into maybe not top tier teams, but maybe around S tier, and that would make Goresh and some of these other guys that are just crying out for help for LOE, it'd make them happy, and it'd make the team playable again, which is ultimately, the better all the teams are, the more diversity we see in PvP, and just the better for the player base in total. So I think that would be best case scenario for getting that next Ultra. But then, once we get to the anniversary, the big boy Ultra comes out, being Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. And that's the one that we all kind of speculated what might have been coming for Legends Festival. Obviously, we got Super Gogeta, and I think that's smart. I think it was still a little too early for MUI. But I think for the anniversary, I think it's going to be completely TOP themed. I could be wrong on that, but I'm thinking what it's going to end up happening is I think we're going to have a banner with a tag unit being LF tag, Goku Frieza, and then I think on the other banner we're going to have an LF Full Power Jiren for part 1. And then I think for part 2, it's going to be an Ultra MUI Goku. The only reason I say that he'd be in part 2 is because I think so many people are going to be hyped about the Goku and Frieza tag unit. It'll be the second LF tag unit we have. I'm not personally too interested in Jiren, but I know a lot of guys that are, especially the full power version. And they have plenty of beautiful moves that both units could use. I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard because they're going to think that first unit is going to be MUI. That a lot of people are going to spend on that, and then Ultra MUI is going to come for part 2, and then it's going to be this similar situation that people were in here with Gogeta, where it's like, crap, now I need to buy more crystals, and you know, the devs make more money. Sure. I just don't see a way that we get through the 4th anniversary and we don't get some form of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, because at that point, then I think we're overdue. You know, I think if you save it for the 4th anniversary, that's you know, it's okay. Dokkan didn't get its standalone MUI until their 6th year, so you know, with where Super's at and everything like that, I think 4-year anniversary for Legends is a good point. Now, I wouldn't mind it being Ultra, because yes, it's harder to pull due to the rates, but if you get lucky, you only need to pull them 5 times for 14 stars versus the regular 18, assuming it's the 600 Z power per summon. So I'm actually all for it, especially since I'm not going to summon on anything up until the anniversary, just because that is who I want. That being said though, if MUI isn't an Ultra, I do think I know who would be the Ultra, assuming, you know, it goes that way. So then, let's say, I still think it's going to be Frieza as the second summonable Ultra in March, no matter what. I have a feeling I think that's going to be Frieza. Now, let's say the anniversary, I still think MUI is coming regardless. I don't think that's not going to happen. But I could see him being an LF instead. And what I mean by that is I could see part 1 being a dual banner, LF banner, one being MUI, one being full power Jiren, and then part 2, we would still get an Ultra, but it is the anniversary. So if MUI is not going to be the Ultra, who has been a banner unit on almost every single anniversary we've had? Vegeta. I personally could see it being, if MUI isn't the Ultra, we're going to get a Super Vegeta Ultra unit. And then that's scary, 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 because then you're going to have 2 Fusion Ultra units that are probably going to work awesome together and are both going to be absolutely nuts to like go up against. I don't want that to be the case, but I could see it happening. The devs love Vegeta, and the memes are out there, no doubt. They've redeemed themselves with Gogeta since he's so good, but I could totally see another Vegeta coming out for an anniversary. I don't really see any other Ultras being hype enough for an anniversary other than a Fusion or MUI, so I think that's an alternate situation that could happen for the anniversary. The only other thing I wanted to put in this video to kind of throw it out there is I've seen some talks on the down low that people are thinking we could get an LF Bardock. Now, I don't think Bardock would be an Ultra unit just yet. Obviously, almost all of the more loved characters are going to get an Ultra. It's just a matter of time. I think he could be another LF that we get in between now and March, or now and the anniversary. So I'll throw him on the timeline as well somewhere, just because I'm sure he could come. Obviously, we get random ones here and there, and it is what it is. To summarize, I really think the main units I could really see happening here in the future would be, we're going to get an LF Cooler, we're going to get an Ultra Frieza in March, or around March, and then at the anniversary we're going to get a Mastered Ultra Instinct, a Full Power Jiren, I think we're going to get a Tag Goku and Frieza, and then alternate, if MUI isn't the Ultra, I could see us getting an Ultra Vegito. Again, I'm not a psychic. I could be totally wrong. We could get something completely different. We could get a complete GT celebration, and I'll be very sad. But at the end of the day, that's just, in my opinion, what I think is going to happen. Down below in the comments, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if you think I'm right. If not, what are your different thoughts on what are going to come? Please let me know, too, if you like this type of just discussion video. I'm just trying to do different content here and there, just so it's not completely the same over and over again. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day. And this is Mr. Subarashi signing off. Bye, guys.